Embrace the pain. Are you rebuild yourself after breaking up? Every breakup, no matter how devastating it may feel in the moment, is an opportunity in disguise. I know it's hard to see it that way right now. The pain is raw, the tears feel endless, and the memories replay in your mind like a movie stuck on repeat. But listen to me. This pain you're feeling isn't just an ending. It's the beginning of something transformative. Heartbreak has a way of stripping you bare. It forces you to sit with feelings you'd rather avoid. The sadness, the anger, the regret. It's easy to want to distract yourself, to run away from the ache by burying yourself in work or scrolling endlessly on your phone or jumping into something new too quickly. But real healing doesn't happen when you run. Real healing happens when you face the pain head on. Take a deep breath and give yourself permission to feel everything. Cry if you need to. Let the tears flow like rain, washing away the dust of your past. Feel the ache in your chest without trying to numb it. The pain you feel right now is a sign that your heart was brave enough to love. It means you opened up, you were vulnerable, and you gave your all. That is something to be proud of, not ashamed of. Don't be afraid to grieve the loss of the relationship, the dreams you shared, the plans you made, the laughter you had. Grieving is not weakness. It's a necessary part of letting go. Think of your heart like a garden that has just been burned by a wildfire. It might look charred and lifeless now, but that's where new growth begins. The ashes make the soil richer, and the pain you're feeling is the fertile ground from which a stronger, wiser you will rise. Remember, the pain you're feeling now is temporary, but the strength you build by facing it will last a lifetime. Every time you choose to sit with the discomfort instead of running from it, you're laying the foundation for resilience. You're telling your heart that you are not afraid to grow, even if it hurts. If the tears come in waves, let them. If memories haunt you, acknowledge them. But don't let them chain you to the past. Instead, treat those memories as lessons. Let them teach you about what you want in the future, about what you deserve, and about the strength that's been inside you all along. No one likes to be broken, but sometimes being broken is the only way to rebuild into something better. Trust the process. Trust that every painful tear, every sleepless night, and every quiet moment of reflection is shaping you into the person you're meant to become. So embrace the pain, don't run from it, because within that pain lies the seed of your greatest transformation. Let go of what no longer serves you. Letting go isn't about erasing the past or pretending it never happened. It's about releasing the grip that the past has on your present and your future. It's about choosing to free yourself from the emotional chains that keep you stuck, replaying the same memories and regrets over and over. After a breakup, it's easy to cling to what's familiar, even if it hurts. You might find yourself holding on to old messages, scrolling through old photos, or replaying the highlights of the relationship like a greatest hits album. But here's the hard truth. Those memories, as beautiful or bittersweet as they may be, are just that. Memories. They belong to a chapter that's already closed. It's time to take back your power and let go of what no longer serves you. Holding on to the past keeps you from stepping into the future you deserve. Letting go doesn't mean you never loved that person or that what you shared wasn't real. It means you're choosing to honor yourself and make room for what's next. Start by creating physical distance from the reminders that keep you tethered to the pain. Put away the photos. Delete the old messages. Unfollow or mute them on social media if you need to. Every time you see their name pop up, it's like a fresh cut on a wound that's trying to heal. Give yourself the gift of space to breathe. Then, focus on releasing the emotional weight you're carrying. Forgive them, not because they always deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Forgive yourself, too, for the mistakes you made, the things you said or didn't say, the moments you wish you could take back. You are human and you are learning. Holding on to resentment and anger only burns you from the inside. Letting go of that bitterness doesn't mean what happened was okay. It means you're choosing freedom over pain. It means you're ready to step into the light of your own life instead of living in someone else's shadow. Letting go is also about releasing the version of yourself that existed in that relationship. You are not the same person anymore. And that's a good thing. Growth is a sign of life. And every heartbreak shapes you into a stronger, wiser, and more resilient human being. You might feel like you're losing a part of yourself by letting go, but remember, you are not defined by that relationship. You are defined by the strength you find in its aftermath. You are defined by your courage to move forward, even when it hurts. So take a deep breath, and with every exhale, let go. Bit by bit, day by day. Release the pain, the regret, the anger. Let go of the illusions of what could have been, and embrace the reality of what is. You have the power to set yourself free, and the journey starts now. Find strength in solitude. Solitude can feel like a heavy weight after a breakup. It's that echo of silence in an empty room that used to be filled with laughter and conversation. It's the empty space in your bed that used to hold a warm body and a familiar presence. At first, that quiet can feel like a punishment, like a reminder that you're alone. But let me tell you something powerful. That silence is not your enemy. It's your teacher. In the noise of a relationship, it's easy to lose sight of who you are. You get so wrapped up in the other person's needs, dreams, and expectations that you start to forget your own. Solitude, on the other hand, gives you the space to reconnect with yourself. It's where you rediscover the strength that was always inside you, waiting to rise. Solitude is not loneliness, unless you choose to see it that way. Loneliness is the pain of wanting company. Solitude is the strength of enjoying your own. When you embrace solitude, you turn the focus inward. You start to ask yourself the questions that matter. Who am I without them? What do I want for myself? What makes my heart beat with excitement? Use this time alone to reflect, to heal, and to grow. Dive deep into the things you've always wanted to do but maybe put off because you are too busy nurturing someone else's dreams. Maybe it's starting a new hobby, learning a skill, traveling solo, or simply spending an afternoon reading a book that inspires you. Solitude is where you build resilience. One day at a time, you discover that you can cook your own meals, make your own plans, and enjoy your own company. You realize that the person who deserves your love and loyalty the most is the one staring back at you in the mirror. This is not about cutting yourself off from the world. It's about cultivating a sense of wholeness within yourself, so that when you do step back into the world, you're not looking for someone to complete you. You're looking for someone to share your completeness with. Don't rush this part. Let it unfold naturally. Healing is not a race. Every day you spend investing in yourself is a step toward a future where you are stronger, wiser, and more grounded. Celebrate the little victories. The days you wake up feeling a little lighter, the nights you go to bed grateful for your own progress, the moments you catch yourself smiling for no reason. Those are the milestones of growth. Remember, solitude is the forge where your new self is shaped. It's where you learn that you are enough, not because someone else says so, but because you've discovered it for yourself. And when you embrace that truth, no one can take it from you. So embrace the season of solitude. Let it be your sanctuary, your training ground, your chrysalis. Because when you emerge, you'll be unstoppable. Rewrite your narrative. After a breakup, it's easy to slip into the trap of negative self-talk. You start to tell yourself stories like, I wasn't good enough, I'm unlovable, or I'll never find happiness again. These stories might feel real in the moment, but they are just that, stories. They are not the truth, and they do not define your future unless you let them. It's time to take back the pen and rewrite your narrative. You are not the victim of your breakup. You are the hero of your own story. Every setback, every heartbreak, every tear shed is not a sign of weakness. It's the beginning of your transformation. This is your chance to flip the script and create a powerful, inspiring chapter that starts with you. Ask yourself, what do I want my story to look like from here? Is it a story of resilience, where you rise from the ashes stronger than ever? Is it a story of growth, where you discover parts of yourself you never knew existed? Is it a story of triumph, where you learn to love yourself so deeply that you attract the kind of love that mirrors your worth? It's time to challenge those limiting beliefs that have been holding you back. Maybe you think you're too damaged to heal. Maybe you believe you're destined to be alone. But let me remind you, those beliefs are not facts. They're echoes of your pain, not predictions of your future. You can choose to challenge them, to replace them with beliefs that empower you. Start by writing down a new narrative for yourself. Grab a journal or a blank piece of paper and write the story you want to live. It doesn't matter how messy it looks or how unrealistic it feels in this moment, just get it out. Write about the person you're becoming, the one who's confident, self-assured, and unstoppable. Write about the dreams you're chasing and the goals. Write about the relationships you'll attract that honor your worth. And reflect. the love you've learned to give yourself. Remember, rewriting your narrative isn't about erasing your past, it's about reframing it. Your past doesn't define you, but it does teach you. Every heartbreak has a lesson hidden within it. A lesson about boundaries, self-love, resilience, or what you truly want in a partner. Take those lessons and weave them into your new story. Let them be the stepping stones that carry you to your next chapter. And don't forget, you are the author of your life. No one else gets to write your story for you unless you hand them the pen. So take it back. Write a narrative that empowers you, that fills you with purpose and passion. A narrative that says, I am not broken. I am reborn. I am not a victim. I am a warrior. I am not defined by my past. I am defined by who I choose to become. Your story is just beginning. Make it one worth telling. Rebuild your confidence. After a breakup, it's normal to feel like your confidence has been shattered into 1,000 pieces. You might question your worth, your attractiveness, or your ability to trust again. But let me remind you of something powerful. Your confidence is not defined by the relationship you just left. It's defined by the relationship you build with yourself. This is your opportunity to rebuild that confidence from the ground up, stronger, wiser, and unshakable. It starts by recognizing that your value has nothing to do with whether someone chooses to stay or leave. Your worth is inherent. It's not up for negotiation. Let's talk about practical ways to rebuild your confidence. First, take small steps every day that remind you of your capabilities. Confidence grows through action. It's not just about thinking positive thoughts. It's about proving to yourself that you are capable, resilient, and worthy of every good thing that's coming your way. Start by setting achievable goals. Maybe it's hitting the gym, learning a new skill, or tackling that project you've been putting off. Every time you follow through on a commitment to yourself, you send a powerful message to your mind. I am reliable. I can trust myself. I am in control. Second, pay attention to your self-talk. After a breakup, it's easy to slip into a cycle of self-criticism. You might catch yourself thinking, I wasn't good enough, or maybe I deserved this. But let me be clear, that kind of talk is a lie, and it's time to challenge it. Whenever you catch yourself with a negative thought, pause and ask, is this thought helping me grow? Is it based on facts or just fear? Replace those negative thoughts with affirmations that build you up, like, I am enough, I am strong, and I deserve love and respect. Third, surround yourself with people who uplift you. Energy is contagious. When you spend time with those who believe in you, support you, and remind you of your worth, their positivity rubs off on you. But remember, it's okay to spend time alone too. Confidence grows when you learn to love your own company, to find joy in your own achievements, and to celebrate your own progress. And finally, remember that rebuilding confidence doesn't happen overnight. It's a process. It takes time, patience, and self-compassion. Some days you'll feel on top of the world. Other days you might feel like you're starting from scratch. That's okay. Healing isn't linear. But every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. So, stand tall, look in the mirror and remind yourself, I am rebuilding my life. I am rebuilding my confidence. And every day, I am becoming the best version of myself. This is your journey. Own it, embrace it, and watch yourself rise like never before. Go of the past. One of the hardest parts of moving on after a breakup is letting go of the past. We tend to hold on to memories, regrets, and what-ifs, replaying them in our minds like a movie we can't stop watching. But to rebuild yourself, you need to break free from the chains of the past and start living in the present. Think about it. Every time you replay those painful moments, every time you wonder what could have been, you're handing over your energy and your power to something that no longer exists. The relationship is over, but you're keeping it alive in your mind. And that's what's holding you back from growing into the person you're meant to be. Letting go isn't about forgetting. It's about accepting what happened, learning from it, and choosing to focus on the life you're creating now. You can honor the lessons the relationship taught you without dragging the pain into your future. Start by forgiving yourself. Maybe you made mistakes in that relationship. Maybe you stayed too long, gave too much, or ignored the red flags. But here's the truth. You did the best you could with what you knew at the time. You were human, and now you know better. So instead of beating yourself up, forgive yourself. Embrace your growth and use it as a stepping stone to a better you. Next, let go of any resentment you're holding toward your ex. Resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It only harms you. If they wronged you, if they betrayed your trust, acknowledge that. Feel the pain. But then release it. You don't have to carry the baggage anymore. Set it down and walk away lighter. Another important step in letting go is to stop comparing yourself to others. Maybe you see your ex moving on with someone else or living a life you thought you'd share. Remember, that's their journey, not yours. Comparison is a thief of joy. Instead of focusing on them, focus on you. Your life is unfolding exactly as it's meant to, and the path ahead is uniquely yours to create. Letting go also means accepting that some questions may never be answered. You might never fully understand why things ended the way they did. And that's okay. Closure isn't always something someone else can give you. It's something you create for yourself. It's the moment you decide, I refuse to let the past define me anymore. So breathe. Release. Trust that what's meant for you won't pass you by. Let go of the past so you can embrace the future with open arms. Every time you let go of a piece of pain, you make space for something new, something beautiful, to grow. This is your chance to rebuild not just your life, but your heart, your spirit, and your sense of self. Let go of what was and get excited for what's coming, because your future is waiting for you and it's brighter than you can imagine. Discovering new passions. Rebuilding yourself after a breakup is the perfect opportunity to discover new passions, to rekindle old interests, and to explore who you are beyond the relationship you left behind. Remember, the end of a chapter isn't the end of your story. It's the beginning of a brand new adventure, one that you get to write on your own terms. Maybe in your relationship, you put aside your own interests to make room for someone else's needs. Maybe you compromise too much of your time and energy, leaving little room for your own growth. Now is the time to change that narrative. Ask yourself, what makes me feel alive? What excites me? What do I want to learn, to create, to experience? This is your chance to give yourself permission to try things you've always wanted to do, but perhaps never made time for. It could be anything: painting, dancing, writing, hiking, traveling, learning a new language, starting a new workout routine, or even launching a side hustle. The possibilities are endless because they're all yours to choose. Start small if you need to. You don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. Take a class, sign up for a workshop, or pick up a hobby that sparks joy in your heart. Even just reading about new topics can ignite your curiosity and lead you down unexpected, exciting paths. Every step you take toward discovering new passions is a step toward rediscovering who you truly are. And that's an incredibly powerful feeling. Sometimes, people think they have to wait until they're fully healed to try something new. But here's the secret. Healing often happens while you're in motion, not while you're standing still. Every time you challenge yourself to explore something new, you're telling yourself, I am worth investing in. I am worthy of growth. That message is vital to your rebuilding journey. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Growth doesn't happen where it's safe and familiar. It happens when you stretch yourself, when you try something that scares you a little, but excites you a lot. You might stumble, and that's okay. Every mistake, every awkward first attempt is a part of the process. And every step forward builds your confidence and resilience. You may even meet new people along the way who share your passions and who inspire you to keep going. These new connections can be a source of motivation, support, and even friendship. Surround yourself with people who celebrate your journey of self-discovery and who encourage you to keep growing. Above all, be patient with yourself. You're not just filling your time, you're filling your soul. This is about more than just staying busy. It's about building a life that feels authentic and fulfilling. The more you lean into what lights you up, the stronger and more joyful you'll become. So give yourself permission to dream, to explore, to try. This is your time to rediscover your passions, and in doing so, to rediscover yourself, embracing your transformation. This final step in your journey of rebuilding yourself after a breakup is all about embracing your transformation, owning the person you've become and celebrating how far you've come. You've done the hard work of picking up the pieces, of healing your heart, and of rediscovering who you are. Now, it's time to stand tall in your strength, to live out your growth with confidence and authenticity. Transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's a process that takes time, patience, and courage. Every day you've shown up for yourself, even when it was hard, even when you didn't feel like it. That's part of your transformation. Those small, consistent steps you've taken have shaped you into someone more resilient, more compassionate, and more powerful than you might even realize. Look back at where you started. Remember the nights you cried yourself to sleep, the days that felt like they would never end, the doubts that tried to convince you that you'd never feel whole again. You made it through those days. You've proven to yourself that you can handle pain, that you can rise from it, and that you can create something beautiful out of it. That's something to be proud of. Embracing your transformation means acknowledging that you're no longer the same person you were before the breakup. And that's a good thing. You've grown, you've learned, and you've evolved. You've developed new strengths and discovered passions that fuel your spirit. You've let go of the old stories that told you that you needed someone else to complete you, and now you know that you are already whole. As you step into this new chapter, remind yourself that you are not defined by the pain you experienced. You are defined by how you rose from it. Your scars aren't weaknesses. They're badges of honor that show you survived. You fought back and you thrived. Wear them proudly. Continue to show up for yourself every day. Keep nurturing your passions, building healthy habits, and investing in relationships that support and uplift you. Remember that transformation isn't a one-time event, it's a lifelong journey. You will continue to grow, to heal, and to evolve. And that's something to look forward to. Take a moment to celebrate your progress. Give yourself credit for the strength it took to rebuild your life, to find your voice, and to embrace who you are now. Celebrate the new boundaries you've set, the confidence you've developed, and the lessons you've learned. And when you're ready, share your story, because your journey can inspire others who are where you once were. By sharing your struggles and your triumphs, you remind others that healing is possible, that transformation is real, and that no matter how broken you feel, you can rebuild yourself into someone even stronger. So stand tall. Walk forward with your head held high, knowing that you've earned every step of your transformation. This is your moment. Embrace it. Own it. Live it. Because you are the author of your own story, and your best chapters are just beginning. The new you. As you reach the end of this journey to rebuild yourself after a breakup, take a deep breath and reflect on the incredible progress you've made. You've been through the storm, through the pain, the confusion, the heartbreak, and yet, here you are, standing stronger than ever. Breakups can feel like the end of the world, like the ground has been ripped from beneath your feet. But through this journey, you've learned that they are not an ending, but a beginning. A chance to start fresh, to rediscover who you truly are, and to build a life that's even more aligned with your dreams and values. Remember that rebuilding yourself isn't just about getting over someone else. It's about finding your own strength, your own voice, and your own sense of worth. It's about embracing the lessons that pain taught you and using them as fuel to create a brighter future. Every tear you shed, every sleepless night, every moment of doubt, it all contributed to the masterpiece you're becoming. You've learned that healing takes time, and that's okay. You've discovered that it's okay to be vulnerable, to ask for help, and to take things one step at a time. You've realized that self-love isn't the destination. It's a practice, a commitment you make to yourself every single day. And you've embraced the truth that you are enough, just as you are. Look at how much you've grown. You've set new boundaries, developed healthier habits, and surrounded yourself with people who genuinely care about you. You've explored your passions, chased your goals, and stepped into your power. You've gone from feeling broken to feeling whole. And that's no small feat. This is your chance to step forward with confidence, to live a life that's authentic, meaningful, and true to who you are. To know that no matter what challenges come your way, you have the strength and resilience to rise above them. To trust that every setback can be turned into a comeback, and that every ending can be the start of a beautiful new beginning. As you move forward, keep choosing yourself, keep investing in your growth, in your dreams, and in your happiness. Remember that you are the author of your story, and no one else gets to decide your ending. The best chapters of your life are yet to be written, and you hold the pen. Let this journey remind you that you are not defined by your past, but by the choices you make today and the actions you take tomorrow. You have the power to rebuild yourself into someone stronger, wiser, and more unstoppable than ever before. So take this moment to celebrate how far you've come. Look in the mirror and remind yourself that you are a warrior, a survivor, and a creator of your own destiny. And as you step into the future, remember these words. You are strong, you are enough, you are unstoppable, and your story is just beginning. Now go out there and live it.